Good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock, and the show is now open, and the general public and vehicles are arriving as we speak. Welcome to the Jaguar Summer Festival 2008, here at this wonderful facility of Wroxall Abbey in Warwickshire, and we feed our surroundings and fantastic weather. We hope you're going to enjoy a fantastic day with us. We have a lot of activity, and to gain access to the information about that, you should have all been access to a programme, an A4 programme, colour programme today. If you haven't had one, there are further copies available down at the club stand, which is halfway down the main field in the arena. Look out for the Jaguar Club van and the red flags. In the programme you'll find a complete agenda of what's going to take place today. And some of the activities are spread around the site, so do look at the map that's inside the programme to give you a feel for where you are and where the facilities are going to be taking place.
I can take this one out. Take that one.
Morning. You have a car pass already, no? Right. Yeah, that's fine. You'd like to see the lady down on the right.
Excellent. And then with the four,
Morning. Have you had a brochure on the way in? Yeah, good. Brilliant. Just down on the right hand side.
one more space. So I should say this go.
Yeah, it's good.
Hello. Lovely. Thank you very much.
That one's going to go in.
Have you got a car?
Mrs. Bruce. We're giving a motoring talk about days gone by for the female motorist. And we'll talk to her a few minutes before she starts to give you the opportunity to gather around and enjoy an interesting talk from Mrs. Bruce. Also at 11 o'clock, Andrew Swift will be giving a talk about Jaguar brochures and other publications. That will take place in the marquee area. So if you'd like to make your way to the marquee, the white marquee area, I'm sure Andrew will be there for 11 a.m.
Dogs here, or it's been awful. Too hot. Too hot for them. All right, we'll see you in a bit. What's that?
Yes.
So this is an E-Type Series 1 Reborn. So obviously this is what they call the restored versions. They call them Reborn. And you can buy this for £295,000.
I'd love to, but
I wouldn't want to.
you do the thing you do it different, but would you? You are what you are. Are you? I would.
This is a 2012 XJR new. So I guess for a price you could drive it round the Nuremberg ring. Or maybe just get to lift.
At the top of the list.
Fire engine and a police car.
It's a lot of fun, but I take it very seriously. Like I say, I got a magazine on the internet, and it's got a chauffeur on the front, and it's the old car. You remember the old car?
Can I have your attention for a moment, please? We've had a set of keys handed in. A set of keys which include a key fob, Jaguar, with a key and 2 small keys. One perhaps might fit a boot, and one fit perhaps an aerial or something, with a tag on. So somebody who's lost a pair of keys, please come down to where the raffle stand is, near where the club van and the red flags are. Thank you.
Everyone's pride and joy. Get them all together and you kind of think, oh, why does it look so good?
Well, are you?
One day Moscow, Warsaw, 1,300 kilometers. 2 days Warsaw, Dortmund, 1,100 kilometers.
Morning. Here we are in the West Midlands of England at the largest UK Jaguar car show of the year. It's a place called Wroxall Hall near Coventry. Fantastic place, fantastic cars from all over the country. But we have some foreign visitors. Some have come a great distance. I have just run into a gentleman who tells me he's come all the way from Moscow?
Yes.
From Moscow,
From Moscow.
with an XJ6, which is very fitting as the occasion here today, in part, is the 50th anniversary of the Jaguar XJ. Tell me about your car, tell me about your journey, sir.
Hello guys, this is XJ Series 1 1971. I bought it in United States in 2013, and then in Russia it was fully restored in 2014, and after restoration this car ran near 10,000 kilometers, and from Moscow we drive 3 days and run 2,000 miles.
Wow. 3,000 kilometers for those that have kilometers in their countries, as most of our viewers do. That is fantastic. Tell me, why is a Russian interested in Jaguar?
It's interesting question. I don't know. We love this car. Some people love Mercedes, some BMW, and I love Jaguars. Yes, I have 2 Jaguars.
What is your other Jaguar, sir?
XJS 9085 is that in 2013 here in England takes the first place in cars. The car was the class winner, and I have prize. Coupe,
Oh, congratulations.
yes.
So is your other XJS also, is your other Jaguar XJS also from the United States originally?
No, it was this car have a great history. It was brought to USSR in 1999 by United States diplomat,
Oh,
and the
wow.
car was left in Russia, not USSR.
When he went back home,
yes, 1992. Russian diplomat bought it from United States diplomat. Then my car changed 3 owners, and in 2011 I bought it. 3 years fully restoration, full everything, body, subframe, engine, everything. And in 2013 I take the first place.
I see you've become an honorary English gentleman with your choice of car. I'm very pleased you have taken the trouble. How long did it take you to come from Moscow?
How long?
How long to
3
drive?
days.
3 days.
3 days.
You
One day Moscow, Warsaw, 1,100 kilometers. The second day Warsaw, Dortmund, 1,100 kilometers. And the third day Dortmund, Southampton, 900 kilometers. 3 days.
Fantastic.
And we have a nice trip on Midlands, 5 days, maybe
Oh, have you?
300
You
kilometers.
missed the open day yesterday at the classic Jaguar Restoration Centre, which we went to. Except you don't allow photographs inside.
I visited it in October.
Oh,
we was
wonderful.
one of the first visitors and first Russians that visiting Jaguar Classic Restoration Center.
It is, I think how to express in English, it is both heaven and hell at the same time. Heaven because of the Jaguars, hell because you're not allowed to video them or photograph because of the rules. But
Excuse me, but I don't understand you full.
Нет, все правильно. Люди приехали, увидели страну. И какой чемпионат. Красота какая.
Да, я знаю. I put my telephone in bag and on my watch I put cover and we are only looking.
I know. It was full of very happy men who were also very sad men because they were carrying their little bags and their cameras and they couldn't use them or their phones.
But it was very interesting.
Fantastic.
Very, yes.
Have you seen the Jaguar timeline gallery in the Coventry Transport Museum?
Yes,
That's
yesterday.
very good.
Yesterday.
Tomorrow off to Gaydon, which I understand there are 6 or 7 Jaguar concept cars there in the storage area next to the main museum, which you can get a tour of. Another good place I recommend.
In Wednesday we are visiting Bewley, and Thursday we
Bewley.
visiting in Gaydon.
Oh.
And yesterday we visiting Coventry Transport Museum. It's a usual program when we come to United Kingdom. We visiting this museum. All expositions are changed, and you visiting like the first time.
You must go to Haynes also, the Haynes Museum.
Haynes is a museum I know,
west of England.
but it's too
A long
far
way
from
away,
our
yes.
official
Route,
yes.
plans.
We know about this museum, but no, we have no chance before to visit it.
Well, one day. I have not been either, and I only live in Manchester, so I haven't come all the way from Moscow. I hope you have a most fabulous day here. I hope you repeat your success with awards and concours, and enjoy the English sunshine. We get too little of it. I'm delighted to. You have certainly come to the right country if you're a Jaguar enthusiast.
Thank you.
Good day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. Oh, you're a member of the management club of the Russian. How many members are there in Russia?
It's not so big club. Internet members is about 2,000, but really members is only 100.
Because 11 time zones, I know. Do you mind if we still at Coventry? We've now gone to the section of this National Jaguar Enthusiast Club of Great Britain's show, which is dedicated to racing Jaguars. These are Jaguars that I've seen time on the track. Indeed, most of them haven't even registrations and not really street legal, therefore. Here we have a beautiful XJS, which appears to belong to an organisation called Covcats. It is in striking yellow, with the racing number 52 on the front, and a beautiful blue stripe top to bottom. Extraordinary. A more modern racing sporting Jaguar, modern XK series, belonging to Swallow Racing, in a dark charcoal metallic grey colour, and a similar vehicle, clearly from the same stable, embellished with the number 4 on the side. There's another Racing XJS. This one in a beautiful dark metallic blue with a 5 on the side. No doubt more used to beating up the racetrack than sitting on a grass field near Coventry in England.
Okay.
So here we have a Jaguar Mark 1. I'm guessing, looking at the vehicle, it dates from the late 1950s, perhaps 1957, 58, maybe a year or two either way. It's registered, interestingly enough, in my hometown of Bury, Lancashire, and has a very impressive registration of Ren 1. It also has a Jaguar cub on its roof. It looks very cute. Let's hope its mummy's not too far away. Beautiful car. The Mark 1 of course evolved into the Mark 2 soon afterwards. Finished in, I would say, a milk white, or you may even call this cream. It's certainly not a pure white. It's not a Jaguar colour I recall having seen, so it's obviously of that era, the 50s. And so on towards the end of the Mark 1, Mark 2 era. We have a 1967 Mark II here, finished in metallic maroon. Beautiful car, immaculate. Again, the sort of thing in the 1960s. The managing director of a respectable British company would have felt proud to drive it into work during his daily commuting. And the sort of car that would have inspired the sort of respect that an English managing director no doubt craved. Good afternoon, we're still at Coventry at Wroxall Hall at the Jaguar Enthusiast Club National Summer Show. Amongst the phenomenal array of Jaguars of every shape and size here today is an immaculate Mark 9 from the
Mark 7.
Mark 7, but just goes to show I need to read my Jaguar books more frequently. A Mark 7 Jaguar with white wall tyres, and I believe it. This is absolutely gorgeous, sir. Perhaps you could tell us a little about your car.
Yes, it's they came out in 1951. This was 1952, and it was delivered new to Australia. I imported it back from Australia about 10 years ago, so she's never seen a winter in her life. So it's a very, very good condition. So it's never been apart or welded or anything. Just the paintwork was shot on it from the sunshine over there, but got it back now, and made in Coventry. I live in Coventry, and the car lives back in Coventry. So how good's that? Yeah.
So having spent decades having its adventurous life in Australia, it's back to the place of its birth.
That's right.
Living an extremely happy and comfortable and very low mileage at old age.
She's back home. Yes, yeah.
The white wall tires are incredible. Was that an original feature?
All the press cars when it came out had white wall tyres. No, when the press cars came out,
I see.
They were all with the white wall tyres. So probably to influence the American buyers, I should imagine.
Oh yeah, but there was a song, isn't there?
When they opened Myra Circuit, it was opened with 3 Mark 7s, and the black and white pictures and films, without being in dark blue, you think it's that car because of the dark colour of the tyres on. Quite good, really.
Oh, I don't know. I tend to think of cars being very evocative of a particular era. I have visions.
Excuse me, darling, doing some filming. It's filming the car.
I have visions of a mid-1950s boy taking out a girl to the pictures and then returning her for the first time to her family home, a large mansion in Surrey, and spying this fine car in the driveway and saying, "That's a fantastic car your father has. What does he do?" "Oh," she would reply, "he's something in the city."
All right, yeah.
Beautiful car. A gentleman's car, an English gentleman's car, very respectable. I would imagine people would press you for this as for a wedding limousine. It just looks the part nicely. I think
we do for family and friends, but not disrespectfully. People don't value the cars at weddings. I've been to a wedding where people in the photograph sit on top of the bonnet. You think, blimey. For friends and family, she does do a few weddings.
Oh, yeah. It's your pride and joy. You don't want.
So it's definitely a lady, this car.
Yeah. We'll call it a her.
We'll call it a her.
Yeah.
And they were very fast, weren't they?
100 mile an hour. So
they used to go racing in them.
In its day, won Monte Carlo Rally.
Yeah.
Ronnie Adams driving it. But it was 100 mile an hour saloon car in its day. It was like, what, 100 miles an hour? Well, the average car was like 55 miles an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100 miles an hour. But, same engine, XK120, same engine.
That's right.
Yeah.
In fact, the XK engine was built for this, wasn't it?
It was built for this, but this car wasn't ready because Steel were way behind with the body shells, so the
Yeah,
car wasn't ready.
they didn't
So
have
they
enough
launched
steel.
the SK to launch the engine. So it was designed for that, but it first came out in a 120 because they sort of made the 120 body shells at the factory, navy panels, muckled together. So then she came out, and that was the flagship saloon.
Yeah. Can we have a look inside?
Sorry?
Can we have a look inside?
You certainly can, yeah.
Beautiful leather, isn't it? Walnut and leather.
Traditional materials for a fine 50s Jaguar.
Okay, thank you. What CC is it?
Sorry?
What CC is it?
2.5.
2.5.
V8.
V8.
Smallest V8 you ever see. It's 2 for 6 long.
It'll still be fast, won't it?
Pick up from 4 mile an hour in top gear without juddering.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it is small, isn't it? Yeah. Compared to some of them. Have you owned it long?
3 years now. Takes over 400 RPM.
Right. What's top speed?
I don't know. I've never. I did. Most I do when it's about 60.
Right.
It's happy at 60 and the cruise quite nicely.
You don't want to go much faster than that anyway, do you?
No, this is the bank manager's car, not the robber's car.
Yeah. That's quite original inside,
Yes,
isn't it?
Yeah. We haven't done anything to it apart from keep it clean.
You can imagine the bank manager getting in his car
yes.
in the morning to go to the bank.
Definitely.
And it's not the bank robber's car.
No, it's definitely Captain Manning's car.
Reference to the English comedy series Dad's Army.
Yes. And the leather's all original.
Yes.
So how many miles has it done?
82,000.
And new, that's good, isn't it?
1965, Oxfordshire registered.
Obviously the bank manager's retired.
A long time ago, yes.
Have you brought the car far today?
We have Coventry.
I'm a local man. This is where it was born, I guess.
Born in Coventry, yeah,
I met a Mark 7 over there, which spent decades and decades in Australia, but came back 10 years ago for a sedate retirement in its hometown.
Oh, right. Its previous owner to us was Martin Haven.
Martin Haven?
He's well known as a racing commentator on Eurosport.
Oh, right.
And he is now disgustedly sold this.
Oh.
He regrets it.
He regrets it totally.
Oh,
He's
right.
trying to buy it back off you.
He hasn't got the money. We won't sell it back to him. No. This is Ruby Daimler.
Ruby Daimler.
Ruby Daimler.
That's her name?
Yes.
Ruby.
Ruby.
Oh, we met a Dutch XJ yesterday. It was called Penelope. So now we've met Ruby the Daimler.
She has her own Facebook page.
She does? Oh, right. Viewers, please look up Ruby the Daimler UK, who has her own Facebook page.
Very good. Oh my god, this one appears to have a body in the boot. Cray Twins must have owned it.
Here, completed on a long wheelbase chassis, so there's more room in the back for the owner of the car to be driven to his office by his chauffeur. And the individual rear seating is another feature carried through on many of the top of the range Daimler models through the years. So if you want to see about the block, I think it's the only one here today. Come and have a look at it. It's under exhibit number 10 on the rally field with all the display cars. See if we can find something else. Fantastic array of some lovely XT40s here. we've been a much underrated cars for many years, and we've got a Majestic here, long wheelbase version. Right, well, talk to the owner isn't here at the moment, Rob Jealous here, used to own this car. Tell us about this Majestic, Rob.
It's a car that was the mayoral car for Leicester Council, or Leicester City Council. One owner, full written and documented history from day one, totaling £198,000 of bills.
That sounds like a Jaguar.
And that's why the car went for an electric, hybrid, whatever it was.
I can't get mares like you used to, can you?
No, they're a bit tighter than they used to be. I bought this car from auction, knew what it was. It's one of only 71 right-hand drive, long wheelbase XC40s, and it's currently owned by a friend of mine in Edinburgh, Paul Keating.
Is he today somewhere?
Paul is actually in the bar.
Ah, well, speaks volumes of XC40 owners, doesn't it? Why aren't you there with him? Yeah, another example, again, another rare car. Come on, look at the XJs here. Again, in the first row of XJ40s. It's one with a Unit Jack flag on the top, and he's identified a long wheelbase. Please come along with it. It's a very rare car indeed to see a long wheelbase in that condition as well. What have we got here then? Yeah, V12. This is a good car that's been in. Oh, it's locked. That's the inconsiderate owner. Yeah, the V12 XT40 is a beautiful car. I used to have one of these, and again, just like we were talking about earlier, they're a very different animal to the six-cylinder cars. I did 90,000 miles in it. This one has won race concours before, and perhaps Rod can tell us a bit about the current owner, what he's done with it.
Well, Andy's spent a fortune on this car. He's gone through it top to bottom, front to back, inside and out, and as Nigel says, it's all home done. A multi-award winning car. If Andy's about, Andy Brooks, you could come and pop the bonnet for us just to see what a real work of art looks like. I actually own one of these cars myself, and keeping it clean under the bonnet is, how can you put it, a nightmare. Andy's wonderful at keeping this car in tip-top condition.
Doesn't do anything else, I don't think. Yeah, V12, great animal. I tell you what, get a V12 XT40, you might as well want to part with it again. Really great. Ah, the man's coming, because I think he's in the concours with yet another one of his cars he's trying to keep clean. Trying being the operative word. Andy Brooks from Staffordshire. Andy, how long have you had this car? Too long?
Yeah, too long. June 15 I bought this car off an elderly lady in West Country. It was her 60th birthday present.
No, an elderly man in Stoke has got it.
No.
What did you have to do to it? After cleaning?
All the suspension had been rebuilt through standing. It's done 800 miles in 5 years. So, 34,000 now. Hey up. What were you doing? No.
Somebody's making an offer here. It looks like £80. I'll give you 100 for it. I'll give you 100 for it.
No.
Okay, 120.
Every time I have a deal with Rob General, I'm ill.
The engine bay looks fantastic. If we'll leave the engine bay open for us, have a look at it, because it's quite amazing what you can do if you've got the time, effort, and no other time to spend on it. Wheels, so you've got extra there. How long have you had it?
About 3 years now.
What made you buy it?
I wanted another Jag.
Another Jag? What were the others?
I've got a 3.2 XJ Ford, and I'm rebuilding a flat floor retard.
Very nice, very nice. Now, how do you find the XJ?
On eBay.
So you can get some good cars on eBay?
Yeah, you can occasionally, yes. I've got the two XJ40s, they both come from eBay.
Wonderful.
Good either.
Wonderful, yeah. The 2.9 litre engine is interesting because it's literally half a V12 power unit, and actually built at the Radford factory alongside the V12 units. But it only stayed in production until 1981 and replaced by the 3.2 litre version. And the car here, this green car, have a look at it, G453 TTV, is apparently literally as it was built, unrestored, unmolested.
Unmolested as it would come out the factory.
It came out of the factory. Looks too good for the factory, actually. Excellent. Yeah, very good. Thanks for bringing it on. Thank you. Right, I'll better go back to my duties and find out what's happening next in the arena.
Hang on, Nigel.
Okay, we're looking at a very unusual Jaguar XJ6, and the owner's here. He's going to tell us something about it.
Okay, the car I've owned since 1981. I saw it advertised in Exchange and Mart, which is a historical newspaper that used to be the advert, the original black and white paper version of eBay.
Yeah, I remember it well.
I spoke to the man on it. I had been looking for a two-door coupe convertible because there are a couple of firms that made them. This was the 1980s. And I saw his in Exchange and Mart, phoned him up and said, I'd love to come and see it. Where are you? I live down in Harrow, and he said, well, I'm in Scunthorpe. Right. Nonetheless, I was brave enough to get myself a one-way train ticket that evening. Went up to see it.
There's some cash in your pocket?
No, a checkbook actually. I can tell you about the pricing, but that's another story. But it was Squadron Blue when I bought it, and he'd done such a fabulous job on it. But it started as a four-door saloon, and then he bought the two-door body shell, strengthened up the floor, took the roof off, and he fitted an American Buick hydraulic hood, which must have been just a mammoth, fantastic task. And I have the feeling that his wife gave him the ultimatum that my wife sometimes gives me. It's me or the car. But he gave in, and I haven't yet. And okay. When I gave him a check and drove the car home.
There you go.
And when I first saw it, there were a few things wrong. The carburetors were flooding, there was an oil leak on one of the pipes, and the heater wasn't working. But I got it home and got all these things sorted out.
Yeah.
And I've had it since 1981. This is its
That's a long time, isn't it?
fourth colour coat, I think, but I haven't had it painted for some years now, and it's been doing really well. We were in a rally to Lake Garda in May, June this year, which was a lovely ride.
So you took it abroad?
Yes, it's been abroad. We've done rallies over the last 20 years, really. It's been to Jerusalem 4 times.
Gosh.
And it's been to Spain and Portugal, Sicily, Corsica, Sardinia.
It's well used.
It's well used, mostly for rallies, but I do use it as a day car sometimes. I'm not too precious about it.
Right.
Last year we had a wonderful rally in North Wales, which is normally very dodgy from the weather point of view, but we had the best weather in the whole of Europe, and it was sensational.
When was that?
That was last year.
Oh, last year.
May, June, July, I can't remember.
Right. Well, let's have a look at the special roof. Make sure I don't get run over. So,
would you like me to show off the hood?
Oh yes, is it automatic?
Yes.
Fantastic. How about that? I just remind you, you're looking at a Jaguar. That was easy enough.
Very much so. Easier than my Crayford Corsair. No, it's done by a fellow called Paul Wakeman in Scunthorpe. Just a one-off job.
Just a one-off?
Yes. They were done by Lynx and Avon Stevens in Warwick. So I'd have thought, being Warwick, we might have seen one or two here.
No. That guy Craig Hittington, he did a Mark 10, didn't he?
Don't know of him.
Yeah.
Shall we have a look inside the bonnet?
Yes.
Not
what
pristine,
CC is it?
But functional. I put some new HT leads in last week.
Yeah.
But
what CC is it?
It's 4.2.
4.2.
And it's got a Series 3 engine in it, although it's a Series 2 concoction. It's a Series 3 with fuel injection and automatic.
Very nice.
That's right.
You put the hood down again, or?
Well, I'm going to check the oil.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So, thank you.
Thanks.
Finally made my way to the hall, Wroxall Court, or Wroxall Manor. Beautiful old building. And this is a courtyard. And yet again, it's filled with beautiful Jaguars. particularly nice Mark 9 there. On a beautiful day. There's just Jaguars absolutely everywhere. Too many to film. I hope we've got some for you that of interest. And yeah, I've just found another field full of beautiful Jaguars right outside the hall. It's just amazing. Jaguar after Jaguar. Could die for a nice beer on that veranda. I'm gagging. And yet another stunning Mark II 3.4 of 1967 with wire wheels, absolutely immaculate. Looks like a green, British racing green with biscuit leather. Parked up in the field again outside the hall. This is a lovely Jaguar 420G from